Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'm Steve Anderson, a concerned citizen and part owner of a service-disabled, veteran-owned small business based in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'd like to begin by thanking the subcommittee for this opportunity, as well as thanking my president for the courageous decision he made to deny the Keystone XL pipeline. Frankly, as a political conservative and a long-time registered Republican, I don't often agree with President Obama, but on this matter, he absolutely got it right. I strongly oppose the Keystone XL pipeline because it will degrade our national security. The critical element is simply this: the pipeline keeps our great nation addicted to oil, a dependence that makes us both strategically and operationally vulnerable. As a retired general officer with over 31 years of service, I believe that I'm fully qualified to comment on both of these vulnerabilities. The pipeline will keep us dependent upon outside sources to meet most of our energy needs. In reality, Keystone only addresses a symptom of our illness, the source of our oil. It does nothing to cure the disease itself, which is our over-reliance on oil. And as nations like China and India continue to demand more oil themselves, competition will increase, and such international tension threatens our security and stability that we enjoy today. Additionally, continued carbon-based energy consumption drives CO2 emissions that will lead to climate change and increasingly catastrophic weather events. The potential instability puts us all at risk. Furthermore, the pipeline keeps us strategically vulnerable because our economy will remain petrocentric, and many thousands of companies developing clean energy technologies and providing renewable energy solutions won't grow capacity and capability as quickly as America needs. I believe Keystone will set back the alternative energy industry in this country 20 years. Now, 2 weeks ago, I read that Dubai will invest $2.7 billion in solar energy next year. Now, Dubai is an emirate surrounded by the world's largest oil fields. Their economy is 250 times smaller than ours. Yet they are astute enough to see the consequences of an oil-dependent economy and are willing to invest now in renewable energy in a big way. Why aren't we? And because we are not fully committed to developing renewable energy capabilities, our soldiers in harm's way are operationally vulnerable too. Serving for 15 months as General Petraeus' senior logistician in Iraq, I struggled with the challenge of providing 3 million gallons of JP-8 fuel every day to sustain our forces. I saw the huge impact of not having any renewable energy systems and being completely dependent upon oil-based power generation. In consideration of the fully burdened cost of fuel in the combat zone, taxpayers have been spending well over $30 billion annually for our fuel needs. That's with a B, billion. And now that Pakistan has cut off our access to Afghanistan, it'll be even higher this year. But the dollar cost doesn't concern me near as much as the human cost. Over 1,000 American troops have been killed during the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan executing fuel missions. We should all be outraged by this loss of life. And to make matters worse, our oil addiction is empowering our enemy. Our long supply lines provide thousands of convenient targets, and the revenues from satiating our oil habit bring the enemy the resources they use to kill us. Imagine the benefits of our military if they were fighting a much less capable enemy. Imagine leveraging solar, wind, and geothermal technologies to end the war sooner, to save billions of dollars and soldier lives. Now, allow me also to comment on the jobs issue associated with this pipeline. As a former soldier, I'm extremely concerned of the high unemployment rates for our vets. Of course, I want more employment opportunities for my brethren, but they need jobs with staying power. They need careers. America is best served by an economic climate that generates jobs for vets for 100 years, not 100 days. And every job that the pipeline produces, a clean energy economy could produce 1,000. Bottom line, the pipeline feeds an addiction that makes us less secure and enables our enemies. Now is the time to make the hard choices and deal with this disease head on and put our future economic prosperity in the capable hands of middle America rather than big oil. I stand before you today absolutely convinced that the national mission and focus that put a man on the moon 42 years ago can once again prevail. Stopping this pipeline today will help set the conditions needed such that our innate American will to win and entrepreneurial drive will succeed in breaking our terrible addiction to oil. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.